Have you ever wondered how we went from cumbersome maps and compasses to pinpointing any location on Earth with a device that fits in your pocket? GPS technology, initially a tool for military precision, has seamlessly woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives, transforming everything from driving to farming. But what's the real story behind this invisible network guiding us through the world? Well, stick around to discover the untold journey of GPS and how it reshaped the way we navigate our planet. The genesis of GPS. In the early days, before the digital glow of smartphones and omnipresence of satellite navigation, finding one's way was an intricate dance with the elements. Navigators relied on the stars, maps, and compasses, skills honed through experience and passed down through generations. Precision was coveted but often elusive, with journeys fraught with uncertainty. Then came a pivotal moment that would set the stage for a revolution in navigation. The launch of Sputnik by the Soviet Union in 1957. This event wasn't just a milestone in space exploration. It sparked a cascade of innovation that would eventually lead to the birth of GPS. Scientists discovered that they could track Sputnik's position based on the Doppler effect on its radio signals, leading to Eureka moment. If a satellite's position could be tracked from Earth, couldn't the reverse be true? This idea set the wheels in motion within the US Department of Defense. The goal was ambitious: create a system that could provide instant, precise location data anywhere on the globe for military applications. It was a daunting task, merging emerging technologies with untested theories. Development kicked off in the 1970s, a period of intense innovation in engineering. The first GPS satellite was launched in 1978, a beacon in the sky, part of a constellation that would grow to encompass the entire planet. This network, completed in 1993, was the backbone of a system that could pinpoint a location within meters, a quantum leap from the broad estimations of earlier methods. But then, how did it transform into a civilian tool? From military tool to civilian utility. As the constellation of GPS satellites took its place in the heavens, a transformation was underway. This network, originally a military fortress of high-tech navigation, was about to cross a threshold into the everyday lives of people around the globe. The catalyst for this monumental shift? An event that shook the world and underscored the universal need for precise navigation. The tragic downing of Korean Airlines Flight 007 in 1983. The airliner strayed into Soviet airspace due to a navigation error, leading to a catastrophic loss of lives. This incident did more than just headline news. It sparked a global conversation on the importance of accurate navigation. It prompted US President Ronald Reagan to make a pivotal decision. GPS would not be confined to the levels of military strategy. Instead, it would be a beacon for civilian use, a tool to prevent future tragedies and guide the world with unprecedented precision. With this decree, the gates opened, and GPS technology cascaded into various sectors. Aviation was just the beginning. Mariners who once relied on the stars and sextants could now navigate the vast oceans with pinpoint accuracy. Hikers, previously at the mercy of topographic maps and compasses, could explore the wilderness with confidence, knowing their precise location at the touch of a button. But it didn't stop there. The ripple effect of this technology reached far and wide. Farmers began to use GPS for precision agriculture, optimizing their planting patterns and conserving resources. Emergency services use it to locate those in need with speed and accuracy, saving lives in the process. The transportation industry transformed, with logistic companies tracking shipments and optimizing routes like never before. The integration of GPS into smartphones was the ultimate democratization of this technology. Suddenly, anyone with a phone could access their location, find their way, and explore the world with confidence. The once exclusive military tool had become a staple of modern life, an invisible guide in the pockets of millions, connecting people, places, and possibilities in a way that was once the realm of imagination. Now let's dive into the workings of GPS, a system that might seem like magic, but is grounded in ingenious science and engineering. How GPS works. At the heart of GPS is a constellation of satellites, about 24 of them orbiting Earth. These satellites are the stars of the show, constantly broadcasting signals that are the key to pinpointing locations. Now, how do these signals help determine where you are? Here's where ground control stations enter the scene. These stations are the unsung heroes, monitoring the satellites, ensuring they're in the right orbit, and maintaining the precision of their internal clocks, which is crucial for the whole system to work. The magic happens through a process called trilateration. Imagine you're lost and you shout for help. If 3 people hear you, each at different distances, they can work together to figure out where you are based on how far your voice traveled to reach each of them. GPS works in a similar way, but instead of using sound, it uses the radio signals from the satellites. When a GPS receiver like the one in your smartphone catches these signals, it calculates how long each signal took to arrive. Since these signals travel at the speed of light, the receiver can figure out how far it is from each satellite. With the distance measurements from at least 4 satellites, the receiver can determine your exact location on Earth, your latitude, longitude, and even altitude. But there's more to it. The GPS signals also carry a timestamp, which is key to the whole operation. The difference between the time the signal was sent and the time it was received allows the GPS device to calculate the distance to each satellite. This process requires incredibly precise timing, which is why GPS satellite has atomic clocks on board. GPS in the modern world. Now in today's world, GPS technology is not just about getting from point A to point B. It's a pivotal force driving innovation across numerous sectors. Let's explore how this technology has transcended beyond mere navigation, shaping industries and touching lives in profound ways. In the world of transportation and logistics, GPS has been nothing short of revolutionary. It enables companies to track vehicles in real time, optimizing routes, reducing fuel consumption, and enhancing efficiency. Imagine a world where your packages are delivered faster and with unprecedented precision, all thanks to GPS. Agriculture has also embraced GPS, where it's used in precision farming. Farmers now rely on GPS to guide their tractors, optimizing planting patterns and ensuring resources are used wisely. This not only boosts productivity but also helps in conserving valuable resources like water and soil. In disaster management, GPS plays a crucial role. When natural disasters strike, every second counts. GPS assists in coordinating rescue operations, mapping affected areas, and delivering aid swiftly and effectively. It's a beacon of hope guiding rescuers to those in dire need. But it's not just the big industries that benefit. Consider the hiker exploring remote trails or the family on a road trip. GPS is their invisible guide, ensuring they can venture with confidence and return safely. It's in these personal stories that the true value of GPS shines, enhancing our experiences and safeguarding our journeys. And let's not forget mapping and urban planning. With GPS, cartographers can create detailed and accurate maps like never before. Urban planners use this data to design cities that are more efficient and livable, shaping the urban landscapes of the future. But just like every innovation, there are always some challenges. And well, the GPS is no exception. Challenges and evolution. As with any groundbreaking technology, GPS has navigated its fair share of challenges and hurdles. Initially, the system faced issues like signal interference and accuracy limitations, which could throw off location data by significant margins. These weren't just minor glitches, they were major obstacles in the path of GPS becoming the reliable tool we know today. Signal interference, for instance, could come from various sources, natural or man-made, disrupting the communication between satellites and receivers. And then there was a challenge of accuracy. In the early days, the precision of GPS wasn't quite up to the mark, especially when it came to critical applications like aviation or emergency services where every meter or even centimeter counts. But the story of GPS is one of constant evolution and improvement. Enter technologies like the Wide Area Augmentation System and differential GPS. These innovations were game changers, enhancing the accuracy of GPS signals dramatically. WAAS, for instance, corrects GPS signals, adjusting for factors like atmospheric interference, ensuring that your GPS data is not just reliable, but pinpoint precise. The future of GPS is equally exciting. We're talking about next-generation satellites that promise even greater accuracy and reliability. These new kids on the orbital block will bolster the GPS constellation, ensuring that the system remains robust and future-proof. Essentially, GPS is not just overcoming its challenges, it's leaping towards a future where it continues to be an indispensable part of our lives, guiding us not just on the roads we travel, but in the decisions we make and the innovations we dream up. Now, as we've navigated the intricate web of GPS, evolution, and its profound impact on our world, one can't help but ponder, what new horizons will this technology chart next? Imagine a future where GPS intertwines with technologies yet to be dreamed of, shaping realities beyond our wildest imaginations. How will this invisible network guide us into the uncharted territories of tomorrow? Share your insights and join the conversation of the incredible journey of GPS. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.